So when you're top of the tree, as Liverpool are in the English Premier League, they've been linked with Timo Werner. To stay there, to get even better, they're now linked with Jadon Sancho. How excited are you as a Liverpool fan when you see this, if there's truth in it?
Yeah, I'm very excited, but also I'm pleased that I think it's easy for a club that seems to be doing so well just to sit back and rest on the laurels a little bit, and that's a big mistake, and I think they clearly know that. The best time to recruit is when you're doing well. The desperate time to recruit is when you're doing badly, and then you tend to make bad decisions. So, clearly they want to keep this ball rolling, and Sancho, fits the bill for sure. There's been talk about Salah and Olympics and stuff for Egypt, so there needs to be a squad.
Mane as well.
So he's a much sought after player, put it that way. He's not going to be cheap, but he fits every bill. The talent, the work rate, and as important, what is he, 19? Youthful. Still a young boy, so he's got decade plus ahead of him.
So there's the narrative. He's young, he's got all this time ahead of him. He wants to play football. If you were advising either of them to go to Liverpool, you're not going to play all 38 games. You're probably not going to play as much as you do at RB Leipzig or Borussia Dortmund. Do you say to them, make the move, make your millions, or do you say, just hold on a little bit?
I think Timo Werner will go somewhere else probably. I get this, and it's just a hunch. I get a hunch that Werner is going to stay in Germany. Right, I could see him going to Bayern, to be quite frank with you, from Leipzig. As for Jadon Sancho, Dortmund's been a great club, but I think they know they're going to lose him at some point. And Mo Salah and Sadio Mane can't continue to carry the way they have, and so I think it'll be a great move for Sancho, and particularly working under Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, but how much does he play at Liverpool?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know, but I would say a lot. But you're selling a rotation now to, bear in mind they've had all these problems this year with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. They're fighting on all fronts. So he's going to play, and as I say, there's going to be a downturn to Salah and Mane for sure. It's hard to keep that kind of standard going for the amount of time they have. So I think playing time wouldn't be a worry.
Football's changed. It's changed since Stevie played. It's changed since you and Xhaka played. There's now 4 competitions. You're now playing every single night of the week. It's not about the 11 anymore, is it? It's about the squad.
No, it's not. And I'm sure these guys want to play every week, most of them. Maybe some do, some don't. But unless you had a bad game, you were playing next week. But that's changed now. So it's the way it is. It's a 20-man game minimum now, and so you need to be stacked up to the eyeballs with players that can come in and do a job. It was something that Liverpool didn't quite have a couple of years ago, and they've addressed that with the bench. Their bench has become much stronger, hence why they're in the position they're in the Premier League.
Final question, the best front three, when the players are at their best, if those two are part of the Liverpool squad next season, and it's a one-off game that you have to win, who is it? Is it Mane, Firmino and Salah, or do these two get in?
If it's a one-off game and I have to win in the current climate, the front three at Liverpool stays the front three at Liverpool. That's the crux of the matter at the moment. But over the course of a season, that could be different. But at the moment in time, if I'm putting 3 in, then those 2 are on the bench for the one game.
And the suggestion as well, if they can get them before the end of April, they can get them for 51 million, which would be a steal. Timo Werner as part of the clause. And they got Minamino as part of a clause, and if they can get that clause as well, then even if he doesn't play every single game next season, it could be some signing.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.